So after giving me about 16 heart attacks and getting angry at Dan Ndoye, it finishes Utrecht 1, Forest 2. Welcome to your player ratings. Hi guys, hope you're doing well and welcome to the player ratings where it finishes Utrecht 1, Forest 2. Do me a quick favor, make sure you've hit the like button, make sure you're subscribed. If you're in the chat, let me know who your man of the match was. If you're watching this later, let me know in the comments as well. Make sure you check out OK Jerseys, the sponsors of this show, where you can get yourself your football tops. Look at this beautiful Forest one right here. You can get a 15 quid, use code FFTV. Click on the link that's in the comments, or you can scan this QR code, get it modified, get your custom numbers and names in, Europa badges, all that good stuff. Okay, let's talk about this game. I don't know how to best describe it, but typical Forest. Would that make sense? It's like very slow, very there. We get the goal, and you just think, just get the second one and put this to bed. And then no, we can't do that. They get a ball into the back post. Dan Ndoye can't header it. John Victor can't get his arm in line, and it's suddenly 1-1. And you're like, yeah, typical. We don't typically win. I hear that. But you know what I mean. It's like the performance is a typical Forest one. I would say we were comfortable in most of that match, but we were comfortable at a lethargic, slow pace. I thought there were some excellent performances out there, by the way. Douglas Luiz. I think I'm in love. I really do. He was that good in the first half. Murillo, fantastic. Dan Ndoye, brilliant. No, I'm joking. Who else in the first half? That was probably it, to be honest. That was about it. Douglas Luiz and Murillo in the first half. Now, what I'll say is, as soon as Kalimuendo scored the goal, I thought he came into the match and looked very confident. I thought he played well. And the changes, I didn't mind Anderson and Sangare coming on. I thought for the first 15, 20 minutes in the second half, Anderson and Sangare were controlling it. I just want to see Sangare, Anderson, and Douglas Luiz lining up next to each other. That is one hell of a midfield. Who else came on at halftime? Dominguez went into the 10. I thought his passing was poor in the first half, but I thought his pressing in the second half, when he got pushed up into the 10, I thought he was really good. So I kind of like him there because it choked them up a little bit and gave us more control. But I'm sorry, I'm going to have to talk about Dan Ndoye. I don't understand why he's getting all these minutes. He was by far and away the worst player on that pitch, plus Zinchenko in that first half. He's so bad. He's just so bad. I just can't see it, man. I don't understand what kind of nudes he's got on Sean Dyche. He must have some nudes. He really must, because there's no way you can get that much game time. Now, if you're saying to me he got the full 90 so that others are fresh for the game against Spurs on Sunday, fine. But I still question, why would you play Douglas Luiz? Why would you play Zinchenko and then not give Backworth 30 minutes at the end? Or I would put him on at halftime. I think he was poor going forward. He was poor defensively. He again saved the second goal for them, and he gave them their first goal. Okay, and is this an agenda against him? I don't really give a crap if any of you want to say I've got an agenda against him. Fine, if that's what it is labeled, that's cool. I'm just saying he's not good enough. He's 100% not good enough right now. Now, the other players that... This is going to sound horrible. I don't think Zack Abbott had a great game today, if I'm being honest with you. I know he's academy. I know we're not allowed to talk about kids and their performances and everything else. I just don't think he had the greatest game. Keep saying, don't want to slate them, but it was so disappointing. It's at the same time, I didn't think we played that bad. It's just the tempo of the game. When you look at our first goal, the build up to it was beautiful. Gibbs-White with a clip ball over the top. Hudson-Odoi crosses it in. Unfortunately, it went to Dan Ndoye, and then luckily the keeper spilled. He should have scored from it. And then, you know what? Sorry, the second goal, and then Jesus nutmegs the keeper, shows his class. By the way, Jesus, I love that guy. I really do. But it's just the pace of the build-up. That's the thing that's frustrating me, is the pace of the build-up. It really is. But you know what? We got the 3 points. We're on 11 points. I make that 1 point away from, we're definitely into at least the playoffs. If we win one more game now, we're automatically going to get promoted. Now, we're 8th in the league as it stands. But Porto, I think, got Malmo. I think the other teams around us have got some shitters as well. So I think Forest will come out of this 11th, 10th, 11th, 12th, somewhere around that. But we've got 2 really hard games. Braga won, and whatever they're called, won. They're like 3rd and 4th in the league right now. So tough games. We have to win one of those games. That's the thing there. 1 point off Villa, but they haven't played a game yet. Yeah, I know. But anyway, let's get into your player ratings. Get your player ratings done. Oh, yeah, Mcatee played as well. We'll talk about him in the player ratings. Don't know what happened there. But I don't think he had a good game either, if I'm being honest with you. But let's kick this off with John Victor. He made a really good save in the first half. His kicking was all right, I thought. Apart from one where he tried to find Zack Abbott and then they nearly counter-attacked us. Do I put the blame on the goal on him? I kind of think it was too close to the near post. His arm, it came at him quick. I think it's harsh to put it on him. I blame Dan Ndoye, but I blame him for freaking the weather right now. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. I didn't think he was that bad. I think you guys will score him less than I did. You know, I'm going to give him a 6. I didn't think he was as bad as you guys are saying. I don't think he was as bad as you guys. I know you guys have got an agenda. Let's see what your agenda is looking like. By the way, please do hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well. 100% Victor's fault. He is awful. And there it is. Prime agendarist #1 Rob in the chat. You guys have got a 5.04 on him. No way a 6. I'm telling you, you guys, they could have scored in that first half. His kicking was all right. I'm between a 5 and a 6, but I'm putting a 6 just to annoy you lot. I just think you lot got agendas against the keeper. By the way, he's probably going to play at the weekend because Sells has got... Well, I don't know. It sounds like Sells might be back, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, if we're drawn, he wasn't the issue. It's Dan Ndoye. Anyway, let's talk about Zack Abbott. I don't think it was his best game. I still don't like his crossing. I think he crosses the ball a lot, but the accuracy of it, it's always, for me, just behind. The curve is behind the players. You want it in front. It's kind of going a bit behind. I don't know. I've seen, so far in the games I've seen him, he's been very impressive, but today's one, not so much. I thought there was a couple of times where he was tucked in too tight on the inside defensively. And then when Dan Ndoye wasn't tracking his man, it left a huge space on the wing, allowed them in. And I think a couple of times they got in behind him. So, look, he's going to be one hell of a player. Let's not get it wrong. I'm judging him on the game today. I'm going to give him, I don't know, like a 6. A 6. You guys have gone 6.2. But yeah, I do agree. Good experience for him. Ben with the £2 says he's worse than Matt Turner, to be honest. I think you're moving mad. Like, Zack Abbott doesn't even play in the same position, bro. Hold up. Anyway, let's move this on and let's see who was next. Who started? Oh, Morato. I thought Morato was pretty good today. Remember, he was kind of playing out of position at right centre back. I think he played quite well. You bring back Turner. You lot, so glad you're not on tomorrow, Rob. I really am. I thought he had a very good game. I'm going to give him a 7. I can't think of anything he did wrong in that game. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I'm judging him on what I saw today. And honestly, I can't think of anything to fault him with. I thought he had a good game. And I thought his passing was decent. I dread to see what you lot have scored him. Okay. I'm surprised that you guys have gone a 6.5. For you lot scoring Morato a 6.5 basically means he was a 9. I don't know, Kyle. We'll get onto the wingers. The wingers are shocking right now. A free backward. Alongside him, Murillo was brilliant. Now, I understand why Murillo came off, and I kind of didn't want him to start. But I'll tell you what, is it any surprise that 1 minute after he goes off, we can see the goal? Did it surprise anyone? Murillo is so important to this team, it's unreal. We don't lose against Everton if Murillo's playing. We don't lose against Brighton if Murillo's playing. And we won't lose to Spurs if Murillo is playing. He is now becoming the most important player. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but he's that damn good, that confident on the ball, that strong on the ball, that good defensively, even that good going forward. I just love this guy. Wolfie, you can't moan that Dyche didn't sub off Murillo and he got injured, then complain he did sub him today. No, that's not what I'm saying. I said I understand why he subbed him off. All I said was, is it a surprise to you guys that Murillo comes off and we concede? That's got nothing to do with should he or should he not have been subbed off. That's a different thing. No, you're not going over the top. Murillo and Milenkovic pairing is massive for us. 100%. 100%. Therefore makes a difference for Murillo in that team. And I'll tell you what, I think he's more important than Milenkovic. Because Milenkovic came on for Murillo. It's not like you're bringing a dud on, you're bringing the Serbinator on. And honestly, I felt more comfortable when it was Morato and Murillo. I love this guy. And I hope he never leaves. I'm giving him a 9. Whoa. 7.4 from you guys. That is harsh, man. Am I overdoing it with a 9? Have I overdone it with a 9? What did he do wrong? You gave him an 8. 8. Yeah. Do you think it's coincidental that Murillo comes off and we can see? And again, I'm not saying he shouldn't have come off. I'm just saying the importance of him. Thank you, Trip. Maybe I get to rail for 120. No chance. You gave him a 10. There you go. Yeah, show you one mistake. He didn't put a foot wrong. I think you lot are extremely high. 7.4 is crazy, man. All right, you may say I'm overglazing him with a 9. But come on, man, 7.4. You lot need to have some shame. Did shitty performances make him look better by default? Well, they helped, but he still played well. Spurs? No, it's the Forest. I can see the Forest fans. I know you lot, man. I know the size of your freaking underwear by now, right? I know who's the Forest fan. I think some of you are saying 7s and 8s in there. Listen, right, he was great, but no way a 9. He was a 9. You know what? I'm saying 9.5. You dish out 9s like they've been unbelievable. Screw you lot. I can't believe it's now got to the stage where you lot have his agendas against Murillo. I mean, what is the footballing world coming to that this idiot, man? I just hate him. I can't lie to you guys. I can't even pretend to even. I just don't like. He's a shit footballer. He's a shit person. Like, just go back to Arsenal, man. Just go back to Arsenal. You're crap. How could you miss from 4 yards out, 6 yards out, whatever? He literally missed the target. Missed the target. And then he decides to shoot from 35 yards out when he shouldn't. I do have a Zinchenko agenda. I do. You know what? There's my agenda. Oh, I've got an agenda. I don't want Zinchenko at this club. He can't defend. He clearly can't shoot. Tell me what he's offering me. Tell me what he's offering me. Send him back. Return to sender. Return to sender. Exactly, JJ. Tap in. He needs to go back to Arsenal ASAP. I'd send him back to... Cubano's coming in January. He had a good end to the season with Kirincha. Send him back. Can't kick the ball with his right foot. Tim, I'm not even convinced he can kick it with his left foot. This is a guy who at 28 has already done an autobiography. I mean, what have you done in your life to freaking be writing autobiographies? Anyway, that's nothing to do with what's on the pitch. Let's see what you guys did. Wow, 4.3. Cubano can't defend. Newsflash, nor can Zinchenko. Nor can Zinchenko. I completely agree with you. Zinchenko again is 0. Big up to you, Trip. Big up to you. Cubano, 6 goals and 5 assists. Anyway, I don't know. You guys gave him a 4.3 and you gave Murillo a 7. What's the footballing world come to? Anyway, let's go into the midfield. This guy. This guy. You'll have to read it and tell her I'm reading that crap, man. This guy is just sexy. I can't think of a better word. Like, there was a couple of poor touches in there. Honestly, I just want so badly to see him, Anderson, and Sangare somehow playing in that midfield 3. Like, he comes deep, picks the ball up off the defenders. Then he's playing higher up, strong on the ball, lovely through balls, moving the ball forward, moves it backwards at the right time. Looked like he wasn't injured, man. He's just, he's beautiful. He's beautiful. Like, I want to see more of him. I thought he was brilliant. And yeah, I see why he could only play 45 minutes. I'd start him against Spurs. I really would. Him and Anderson. Is Sangare still going to be here at the weekend? I can't remember. But him and Anderson, it's going to be such a pairing, man. It really is. 9. See why his missus likes him. I can. Douglas Luiz, pure class. Such a change to have him back, says Laurie. Only problem is he gets injured too often. You know what? Sometimes when you get these injury-prone players, just play them. Is my attitude. Just play them until their legs fall off. They're gonna fall off anyway. You might as well get minutes against them. Sangare can play against Spurs. I'd go in midfield 3 and I'd drop Gibbs-White. I'm not gonna lie to you. He is football. Yeah, Mr. Football. Mr. Football right there. I'm giving it a 9. God knows what you know. 7. What did he do wrong for you to go? You lot, I swear to God. Have you lot even hit the like? Have you lot even hit the like button? You're giving Murillo crap scores. You're giving Zinchenko high scores. And we're at 134 likes with over 800 in here. He played half a game. You know who else played half a game, Rob? Ndoye. But he was on the pitch for 90. In fact, he didn't even play half a game. Can we at least get to 200 likes? How are the trolls in the chat giving him 7 besides Murillo as best player on the pitch? I agree, but Rob clearly gave him like a 5 or something. Guys, come on, please hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well. Nobody cares about your likes. Well, clearly 200 people have cared, bro. Just saying. Anyway, you guys are shameless with the 7 there. Let's move on to Mcatee. No, Dominguez. I didn't think Dominguez was very good in the first half, but I thought he was really good in the second half. What's his name again? Dominguez. Like, I would give his first half performance a 5 out of 10. I thought his passing was really poor. Luiz or Felipe? I'm going Luiz, man. You gotta go for the younger model, innit? I thought his passing was poor in the first half. In the second half, I really liked his press. Playing that higher 8/10, pressed really well, put their back line under a lot of pressure, won the ball a couple of times. I think he had a chance. I can't remember. I think he had a chance. I just don't think he's fully match sharp. I don't think he's fully match sharp. Yeah, he was captain for the first time. And you know what? He's a good captain. I'd personally give it to Douglas Luiz. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, defended well. Yeah, you're right, Tim. There was a moment in the first half he tracked back when it was all going, you know, tits up, and he got in there, got the tackle, and stopped them from potentially scoring. I thought, how do I say this? 5 in the first half and like an 8 in the second half. What does that average out to? 7.5? 6, no, 7. All right, I'm going to give him a 7. I give him a 7. Luiz was a 7. Gave the ball away too much. Stuart, what are you talking about? You guys have gone 6.7 for Dominguez. 6.7. Actually, that's not too bad. Not far off what I said. Thought Dominguez was good, not outstanding today, but did the dirty work. Definitely looked better playing further up in the second half. Yeah, I mean, if we had a manager, and this isn't just Dyche, this was Nuno as well, like, and Steve Cooper, a manager who press. He's such a good player for a manager who wants to press because he's got a good engine on him. Anyway, Mcatee. Oh, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've got Mcatee in the same bracket as Ndoye, but actually more disappointment with Mcatee than Ndoye. And let me explain why. Mcatee is not new to this league. Mcatee came under the tutorage of Pep Guardiola. Mcatee can't seem to pass the damn ball. He can't control the ball. He looks so weak on the ball, man. Like, someone needs to take him to the gym, man. He needs to be doing my routine, getting these kind of guns up. I don't think he was good. And I was trying to like glaze him into being good. And honestly, when I look back at it, I think to myself, my only lasting memories of Mcatee in that game was him losing the ball and a couple of okay corners. Is that harsh? Is that harsh to say? Like, I just didn't see enough from him today. And you know what? You can't say he was played in the wrong position, even though he can play on the right. His favored position is the 10. Dyche gave him a chance. You got to give Dyche credit. He was like, all right, bro, I've done the presser with you. You looked weird in the presser. Now you're going to go on the pitch. And you know what? You made yourself look better in the presser than you did on the pitch, which is hard to do. I'm not happy with Mcatee right now. We can't even afford to give him a run of games. That's the thing. Because in the position we find ourselves in, this was his chance to impress. This is the thing, okay? If I was, let me give you guys an analogy, okay? Let's say I'd been chasing Jennifer Love Hewitt for like 5 years, getting nowhere. And then one time she replies to my message and says, yo, you know what? I'm going to ignore the stalking and I'm going to say to you tonight, I'm going to give you one chance to impress me over dinner. Okay. Take her out to dinner and I take her to McDonald's. And while I'm there, I'm burping and farting away and I'm not impressing her. Instead, I should be, you know, watching my P's and Q's, complimenting her, doing or pulling the chair out and all this crap, taking and seizing the opportunity. Mcatee went to McDonald's today. That's what he did. He should have been there. They even said to him in the presser, you're up against Gibbs-White. Like, you know your positions, even though Gibbs-White, that's a whole other story, but Gibbs-White is poster boy. For you to displace Gibbs-White, you've got to play full throttle, 100%. You got to be dining out in the Ritz. You can't be taking no girl to McDonald's. And even when you get to McDonald's, you can't be buying her the Happy Meal, man. At the very least, have some shame and get a Big Mac meal and make sure it's large. And there's just been none of that. There's just been none of that. He's weak. His passing was poor. I'm giving him a 3. I'm honestly giving him a 3. Now, Ant's going to be messaging me later saying, hey, Mcatee, he was good at Man City. He was good at Man City. That's my point. That's my point. If you were good at Man City, you should be coming here with the arrogance to be like, yo, I've won league titles. Did he win leagues? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But he's coming here as if he's moved from Sheffield United where he was at loan out. So I'm more disappointed in him than I am in Ndoye. I already know Ndoye is a dud. Mcatee, I still think, well, he had a few good games here at City, that and the other. Not some of his takes after the sun, all of his takes. He wasn't good at City. I don't know. Anyway, I'm giving him a 3. You guys giving him a 4.3. 4.3. It was okay. It's a little mini rant, but it's like I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. I left and thought they equalized. My bad, Edward. My bad. My apologies again if I gave anyone a heart attack when I blagged you. My bad. You know who should have joined us? Rico Lewis. We need him, and he is not even getting game time at City. He's crap as well. I'll be honest with you. He's crap. How much was he again? I think we paid 25 plus 5 or 30 plus 5, something like that. Anyway, let's move on. Okay. From one dud to the other. I am begging someone to tell me or give me a reason with Dan Ndoye why I should still remain patient, why I should put, dust off the old Take That album, go through the soundtrack, have a little patience, put that on repeat a couple of times. Because you lot, you lot right there, why is that all fuzzy? You lot, we're all coming at me. Oh, Ndoye agenda. Tell me what I'm meant to be seeing in this player, please. Please. Crucial assist for the winning goal. Rob, shut up calling that an assist. He should have scored himself. Only you could glaze it. It's not even, it came off the keeper. The keeper got the assist. How about he blocks it off the line? How about he didn't time his jump and could have cleared the header and prevented their goal in the first place? How about he can't pass the ball? How about he lost the ball at least 9 times that I could count? Villa have just scored. All right, cool. And he did something else that annoyed me and I can't even remember. Thank you, Keith. Keith, could you block Rob or something? He's turning toxic positive. Toxic's positive. All right, guys, let's just put Rob in. By the way, if you don't know who Rob is in the chat, it's that idiot that's name's like Arctic Fox or something, right? So let's expose him. Do you think it was an assist or a missed chance? Dennis is better than him. Thank you, Simon. Just put A for assist or M for missed chance. Rob equals Mr. Bean. I could think of a lot less polite things to say. Missed chance. Rob, you can't answer it twice, you idiot. All right, chat, I'll leave you to deal with Rob. I'm giving him a 0. I am sick of seeing him play. I want to know what news he's got on Dyche, what he's got on Postecoglou, and what he had on Nuno, and also what he had on Edu, if Edu is indeed the one who signed him. Rob say doesn't count. Agreed. Anyway, I'm giving him a 0. I don't care. Do I have an agenda? Yes, I have an agenda. There. I've said, wow, I have an agenda. I have an agenda against crap players. 3.6 from you lot. 3.6. How did you get to a 3.6? Anyway, I don't even want to talk about him. I swear to God, if he starts against Spurs, I swear to God. I don't know what I'm ending that sentence with, but I swear to God. Anyway, please do hit the like button. Make sure you subscribed as well. But he didn't even get subbed off, man. Even when Jesus came on, he still didn't get subbed off, man. Who will play on the wings? Easy. You put Hutchinson on the wing against Spurs, and if Backward had been given 30 minutes, you're going to put Backward on the wing against Spurs. Or Hudson-Odoi. By the way, Hudson-Odoi I thought was a lot better today. A couple of times he actually went on the outside. He put the cross in. Now, I have to mark a point off him for crossing to Ndoye for the second goal. But you know what? Hudson-Odoi is a little better. The only thing I would say about Hudson-Odoi is he just slows the play down a bit too much. I like it when wingers come up against the fullback. They slow it down, then accelerate. Then accelerate. Hudson-Odoi slows it down, stops, thinks, then either goes inside, which 9 times out of 10 he will, or he lays it back to Anderson. I don't mind those choices. I just want them done quicker. I think he's one of the techiest players we have. I also think there was a part of the first half where he meandered into the middle of the pitch. I think he actually looked quite good as a 10. He played like 10, 15 minutes there. And you know what? A lot went through the ball, through him there. Because also he can go left or right at that point. His shot was really weak in the first half on his left foot. But if he just moves it quicker, like the way he did for the second goal, I think he just needs some confidence. I really do. He looks good when he's running at defenders. Needs to do that more, says Dave. I agree. Created chances 3-on-3 on total. And by the way, I think he actually played well. I'm just giving positive. What's the word where you're criticizing someone, but you want to make it sound like you're not? Positive something or other. Why is it taking so long? They were all shy. We got to break this down. We got to have the discussion. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do here. Players hesitating and being too slow is a coaching issue. They're being paralyzed by the game plan. You said it, not me. Constructive criticism. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he was good. I just want to see a bit quicker in the movement. Anyway, let's see what you guys did. 6.5 for Callum Hudson-Odoi. All right. And then up front from the starting 11 was Kalimuendo. Now, he was absolutely crap in the first half. He was a ghost. Didn't see him. He had to float out to the left a couple of times. To the left. And sometimes he dropped deep. He was rubbish in that first half. And then when he got his chance, he suddenly exploded into life. Burst through. Nice little shimmy. Chested it down after it came off the defender. Clean finish. And he just was like alive. He was alive, man. It was like Frankenstein electrocuted. Came to life. And then after that, for the next 15 minutes, busy, energetic, wanting the ball. This is the difference that a goal makes to a striker. First half, he's hiding. Second half, give me the ball. You know what I'm saying? That was the difference. He's got a good strike on him. I'm surprised that he hasn't been better for us so far. Because I've seen a lot of him. He's a good, clean finisher. Good goal scorer when he was in the French league. Ignore what answer. That's Farmers League. Okay, but a person's technique doesn't matter if it's a Farmers League or I don't know what the opposite of a Farmers League would be, a non-Farmers League. I actually am seeing good side. At halftime, I was saying to you guys, I'm starting to worry he's a dud. And then suddenly, goal, springs to life, looks good. I feel like he faded. I still think there's a fitness issue with him, which is a bad mark against him for me. You should be, again, a bit like Mcatee. You should be making sure that anytime you get an opportunity, you could play 120 minutes, let alone 90 minutes. Be sharp enough, be ready enough, be physically fit enough to play that. Because when you get your opportunity, you're going to take it. Now, he scored the goal. He did well. I'm going to give him a 7 because the first half was crap. I'm going to give him a 7. I love Wolfie's impression. Thank you. Thank you. Back in my... Anyway, let's see what you guys did. 6.9. I think he's not a lone striker. Probably. You know what, Keith? That's not a bad shout. If you paired him up, Maybe. I don't really want to know how your garden grows, but if you paired him up with a Wood, nah, I don't think Wood would be the right one. Not Jesus. Maybe a Taiwo. Maybe with Taiwo it could work. I don't know. Anyway, you guys went 6.9, so you went about the same as me. All right, let's get into the subs. Please make sure you've hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. By the way, 246 likes. With what is it, 800 or something in here? Or what are we saying here, guys? Please do hit the like. It takes a second. Go check out the cool animation you get. You don't just hit the like button and nothing happens. You get an animation. So make sure you've hit the like button. Okay, so just to give you a heads up, Lyon are winning 2-1. Villa are 1-0 up. Celta Vigo are 1-0 up. Roma are winning. Forest are currently in 11th. We're probably going to be 12th because I expect Porto to win. They're playing, I think they're playing Malmo. So just, yeah, Porto definitely going to win. I think we're going to end up 12th. We did start this this player ratings in 8th, but the others hadn't played, obviously. If Zinchenko passed instead of shooting, Clive, like, don't start me on Zinchenko, bro. Don't start me on Zinchenko. Okay, so the subs that came on. Elliot Anderson comes on. He picked up where Douglas Luiz had kind of left off in the first half. I thought for about 15 minutes he was excellent, and then I kind of think his passing went astray a bit. He actually probably caused them a counter-attack chance that they may have scored from. I just, again, it's not what, did we really need to play Anderson in that second? I don't know. I guess so with Douglas Luiz and what have you. But yeah, 15 minutes, brilliant. Last 15, 20 minutes, not as good. But overall, 7-ish. Me for Anderson. You guys are going to sit. Wow, 6.3. Okay. Maybe I've glazed him a little bit too much. I don't know. His crosses are always overhit. Sometimes his balls through are also overhit as well. Sometimes they're overhit. Kali and Jesus would work, says Brett. I think Taiwo and Kali might work. Let's be honest, it's nice having a full squad back. I am actually a bit more optimistic seeing some of these players back. I'll be honest with you, those players we've got back that I forgot we even had. Sangare. Now, technically, Sangare gave away the foul for their goal. I actually think he got the ball. I need to see it back. I thought he was okay and clumsy, both at the same time. There were some good tackles and a couple of forward passes, but sometimes I felt he bogged himself down and could have released the ball quicker. I also think he passed it backwards a bit too much for my liking. I wanted to see Sangare come on and play like he did against Graz, where he was looking for those balls through those lines forward rather than taking the easy sideways pass or the easy backwards pass. I don't think he made too many mistakes. I think he was okay. Sangare's gone after the next game anyway for a month, so I'll give him a 6 out of 10 for his performance today. You guys have gone 6.3 for Sangare. And then next up was Milenkovic. I don't know, Milenkovic. I don't know. Was he at fault in the goal? I don't think so. That was Ndoye. It was okay. It was better when Murillo was on. 6? 6. You guys have gone 6.1. And then Morgan Gibbs-White. I thought he was pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. But his ball over the top to Hudson-Odoi was beautiful. This is the thing with Gibbs-White. When it comes off, it will make the highlights reel and it's going to look fantastic. But it won't show you the flick around the corner he tried to do that he gave straight to Utrecht, who counterattacked against us. That's the problem with Gibbs-White. The flick comes off 1 in 7. The 1 in 7 may create a goal. It did in this. It was beautiful, by the way. That's proper techers to get that flick over the top to Hudson-Odoi. But the flick around the corner is just too much, man. It's just too much. Like, within a game, he's exquisite and crap. Like, I don't know what you do with him. I really don't know what you do with him. I'll give him a 6. I'm feeling generous. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. I love that ball over the top, but yeah, Rob said it there. There was a stupid flick where they got to counter attack from it, and you keep even in the final third doing the flicks in the final third. That can turn into counter attacks. Big up Wolfie, nice win, but Sava and Spurs are coming. Spurs 5 are coming to get you. By the way, when you gonna send your first 11 to Australia? Australia, huh? I get him a 6. Right, all right, you guys have matched me. I'm surprised. I actually thought you guys may have gone either a lot higher or a lot lower. I never know how to read you guys with there. By the way, we're like 12 subscribers away from 34.5K. So if you're not subscribed, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Luiz was injured. No, I think he was just coming off at halftime, whatever. Okay, and then Igor Jesus. Now that is an Impact sub. Where is my guy? Now, you lot, I want to actually congratulate you lot on the way you've not allowed yourselves to be bullied by one Anthony, on Forest Anthony, who keeps like, Farmers League, and I need to see goals from him. Well, you saw goals tonight. You saw strength. You saw determination. You saw power. You saw a guy who knew that Ndoye was crap and was going to miss his chance and made himself available in the right position. I would have started Igor Jesus tonight. He looked sharp when he came on. I think the Europa League suits him down to the ground, man. I feel he's so comfortable in the Europa League. Now, he needs to replicate some of that into the Premier League. I hear it. He should be on 2 goals in the Premier League. I hear that as well. But he's just growing in confidence. I think even what minute did he come on? 86th minute. He did more in those 12 minutes than I think it might sound harsh than Kalimuendo did across the whole 90 or 86 minutes that he had. He did more than Ndoye did for 94 minutes. But I just really like him, man. I really like him. And once he starts just getting into the flow of scoring goals and stops dropping too deep. If you notice when he came on, he was playing right on the defender's shoulders. He was bullying them when the ball was coming up to him. Got it down. Beautiful. Just beautiful. It took him 82 seconds to a goal. I think it was probably his 3rd or 4th touch and he scored with it. Do I go 9? Is 9 too high? I kind of want to give him a 9. Did what he had to do a 6. That's harsh, man. I feel like if I put a 9, you guys are going to say, yeah, it's your boy, oh, payroll, all this stuff. I'm going to do a 9. Let's see what you guys did. 8.24. All right, so you guys can't say 1-1 Villa. Okay, Fez. I think a 9 is fair. That's an Impact sub. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, are you going to credit Sean Dyche for bringing him on? He should have been on earlier. He should have been on earlier. And Ndoye should have been off. What happened with your wrist? Wolfie broke it, but it's pretty much recovered. Hopefully this comes off in a week. Jesus, the MF, is turning our water into wine. His job is to score, but he's always a solid 8. He's always pretty solid. Having an immediate impact off the bench deserves high praise. Agreed. You know what? When you make subs, I want subs to impact the game. I can count on the finger of my one hand. Wait. I can count on one hand. I can count on one hand, if I've got the saying right, the amount of times in the last year that subs I feel have made an impact. I'll probably say Elanga against Villa stands out, and that's like, and then Igor Jesus tonight. So very good. Porto have scored, have they? Okay. Anyway, I've given him an 8 point. I gave him a 9. You guys gave him an 8 point something. I hear it. You got your agendas. Okay. And then Sean Dyche. Dyche. He needs the finger of one hand. Yeah, Keith, I said it. And what? I've only got one hand anyway, right? So the analogy is going to be a little bit all over the place. I don't know, man. He got the 3 points. Well done. But you are playing Utrecht. Like, let's be, where are Utrecht in this table? Let me have a quick look. Oh, man, we're down to 12th now. What the hell? Utrecht are 32nd in this table. 6 games played, 1 draw, and 5 losses. Okay? And we scraped past them. Let's not move too crazy over that performance because it wasn't great. It wasn't great. We got the 3 points, fine. You know what this reminds me of a little bit, but it was better, but I'll just kind of say it was a bit like the Wolves game. We did enough, got it over the line. I think we played better than we did against Wolves, but the tempo was the same as Wolves. Jesus saved us with the toes of one foot. First away win in Europe in 30 years. Don't rate him less than a 7. So what's nostalgia got to do with the performance, Rob? I agree. New Zealand saying we made it look like very hard work. We did. Clueless, no ideas, just gets annoyed when the ref doesn't fall for our obvious diving. Interesting. Lacks ambition, not brave enough with subs. Also, he didn't sub Ndoye off. In fact, forget that he started Ndoye. That's a sending off offense right there. If we'd fucked up, you'd be entitled to go after. Am I going after him? I'm just saying the general tempo of this game was not good enough. It was too slow, too lethargic against a crap team. Reminded me of Wolves, but it was better than Wolves. That's all I've said. And drew against worse with Graz. Nah, bro, that was Dyche. Dyche drew with Graz. I'm pretty sure it was Dyche. Yeah, it was Dyche. I'm getting ready to go after him. Rob, I'm not interested in him. I don't know how much clearer I can make it. I've been Dyche out since before he signed, okay? As long as he wins me the Europa League, as long as he gets Forest back into the top 10, as long as we sack him in the summer with all those boxes ticked, fine. And then we go and get silver. It was MGW missing the penalty, but we played crap against Graz. Let's not glaze over that. However, what I will say is I think he did actually make good use of the minutes of certain players. I thought Murillo got the right minutes. I thought Douglas Luiz got the right minutes. And Zinchenko got the right minutes as well. Because Zinchenko staying on the pitch tells me Zinchenko won't be anywhere near the pitch against Spurs. Could you imagine him against Kudos? My God. So that was good. Where he got it wrong, Ndoye should have been stinker and hooked at halftime, and backwards should have come on at halftime. It's as simple as that. Only Betis have been good in our away games. Oh, we played really well against Betis. We really did. Anyway, Villa losing 2-1. Shut up. That doesn't push. Does that push us up? Now, what are you talking about? Wait, Villa are winning one. Oh, wait. Why is that scoreboard wrong? Let me check this. It's Villa's 1-1. You mean 1-1? Anyway. Oh, the Basel goal was disallowed. Okay, cool. Anyway, I'm going to give Dyche a 6, okay? A 6. Let's see what you guys did. You lot gave him a 6 as well. So ain't no one coming after me on my score. So hold that, Rob. Hold that. Okay, so that's your player ratings done and dusted. Look, I said before this game, the most important thing is that we get the win. End of discussion. Like, give me a stinker, win this. Give me another stinker on Sunday and win it. Okay. I need 6 points from these 2 games. I really need 3 points against Spurs because I got a lot of receipts hanging around my neck here. So I need the 3 points. So the key thing is from tonight, 3 points, no new injuries. Douglas Luiz got minutes. Zinchenko got enough minutes so we don't have to see him on Sunday. And Murillo got minutes and just looks pure class yet again. So lots of positives to take away. I am still not convinced on some of the styles and the slowness of it all, but it is what it is. Okay, so that's us sorted. By the way, are Palace winning? Palace are 2-0 up. They're playing Shelbourne. Who the hell are they? Anyway, okay, I'm gonna send you over to Big Six Bants. Do me a favor, spam in the chat, slot in, just to annoy him once. We'll be back tomorrow with a match wrap up, match reaction kind of thing. And I will see you then. Please hit the like button. Make sure you've subscribed. Slot out in the chat. Come on, you Reds.